Yes, you can I kick it? 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 Yes, you can. Well, I'm gone. Gone then. Can I kick it? Hmm. Different savor. Studio favor. He's my mayor. Really huge favor. Good afternoon. Sorry, man. I love me some Tribe Called Quest. I forgot who I was talking to, but Tribe is a vibe. Thank you. Minor or major for fresh air. Wow, Castanot is just not getting to his streamer recap. Mm. Can I kick it? 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 Mm, mm, mm. Yo, I genuinely can't like Tribe Called Quest for me was such important, such like oh yeah, Niagara Goose. Did he change his name? I think Niagara Goose changed their name. Ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. What happened here? Sorry, I'm also watching Extra Emily. She's in New York with Emaru. Um, so it was they looked kind of shocked, and I'm not gonna lie. After the last time I saw Emaru do like IRL with Tina and Valkyrie, I feel PTSD. The anxiety that I feel has to be nothing the feeling that she has being outside. But so far, it seems like everybody's like kind of chill and cool. Which I mean, it's New York, so be valid out here. You know what I mean? Fall past to me. Um, so what are we doing today? Today we are reacting to the Knicks news. What's new in film? Um, right. So what's new in the film world? And that could be her. Did what happened? Oh, come on, dude. Bro, what happened? Yo. Oh my goodness. Instagram is acting up today. Brooklyn too. A nincompoop. Got the father coop. All right, there we go. She keeps on passing by. There we go. Just out here making messes, Emily. Um, so yeah, so today we're talking about the Knicks, what's new in the film world, and streamer 101. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right. All right. So now we share the wait. We're gonna save this because I don't have to do this again. Then we do the link. Uh Damn, do you not tell me very well? But yeah, it's been an interesting week, folks. Um, like not a crazy one. It's only Tuesday. Nothing bad's happened. I'm not gonna lie. I have felt like just a little out of it yesterday. It's one of the reasons why I didn't stream. Like I could have streamed yesterday because I had the time, but I just didn't have the energy. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I almost didn't have the energy today. Um, to be quite honest, I almost said F it and I'm not gonna do it. I don't feel like it, but that's the wrong mindset to have. So I said, you know what? We're just gonna keep it pushing. Um, because we kind of just need to, right? Like we just need to like keep pushing. And we'll talk a little bit about why I feel that way. Because like, self-care is important. All these things are important. Um, but sometimes you also just gotta like grind it out, right? Like sometimes you just gotta just hit the grind, put pedal to the metal, and vibe out. The hell was that in my ear? It's crazy. And today is one of those days. Um, because honestly, I was going through today, and I genuinely just felt like yapping. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. I genuinely like things were going on. I was like, oh, I can't wait to kind of talk today. And then I got home and I felt a little drained, and I was, thinking about like not doing it today. I was like, you know what? F that. Man up, toughen up, get live, get real with it. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Let's vibe out. Let's rock out. We're gonna have it. Um, God, so bony. Let me. But what have I been watching lately? So I've been watching a lot of Twitch the past weekend. Not as much as I used to. Um, I feel like there was some good things happening, but oh wait, hold on. Let me do this last one. Let me do this last one. Right, I gotta do these last two, then we can get into it. Right, because there was a lot of like content creator events this past weekend that I kind of want to talk about real quick. Um, let's see. Right, quote tweet myself. Damn it, I lost my own message. Where we at? How do I go to my profile? Where's my profile? All right, there we go. So this weekend, there was two things happening this weekend for Twitch at large, right? We know Streaming University, which is the big event for like I thought it was gonna be like a week or two. It was actually only 4 days, surprisingly. Um, that Kai Cenat put on uh for streamers, which I actually think has some pretty cool moments. Like last no Monday, Sunday, when we stream? We stream Saturday. I think we streamed Saturday because at the time. Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was, we looked at what's my guy's name? Agents pocket watching class, right? And he dropped some gems. My man dropped some knowledge in that class, and I was like, you know what, respect, because you opened up you literally, he opened up his wallet. He said, yo, this is what I made every couple of months, and this month, this is what I made. And I was like, you know what, valid. Shout out to you. But it was that was going on for a little bit, and then literally like the following week. was DreamCon and Twitch EU, right? Now, I've heard of DreamCon in passing. I'm not a convention goer, to be quite frank. I have never gone to any convention in my life. Right? I've never gone to a single convention. Um, and it's honestly, it's because I myself am pretty much like I get social anxiety. And it's not anxiety from uh anything other than just being around a large amount of people. Like I can talk to folks, right? Like I'm not the kind of person where if I'm outside, I won't ever talk to nobody. I'm not the kind of person where if I have to talk to somebody, I just break down. Like, no, 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 no. I have some level of ability to communicate with other human beings over the course of a specific set of time, right? The thing about it though is I can't deal with a lot of people and a lot of loudness for extended periods of time. I am natively an introvert. Don't let this part fool you. I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. I ain't gotta look at you. I don't gotta look at whoever's watching right now. I'm talking to myself into a camera. I'm looking at myself on the monitor here. And I mean, so for me, I was watching DreamCon and I was watching specifically I was watching different folks, but I was mainly watching Extra Emily. She was when I first got into streaming, she was one of the ones I found early on. Like I said, I don't think I've gone fully depth into it, but I started getting into Twitch through NMP, aka Nick Palm, specifically last summer. So there's a very specific time frame in which I started to find Twitch. And it was the parasocial arc. That one got me hooked. I can't even lie to you. I'm not a parasocial viewer. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a parasocial viewer, but the parasocial arc went crazy, right? So for me, oh, this is a good song right here. Uh, what up, y'all? Soundtrack, what's happening, baby? I gotta watch that too. They did a video on basically like how this song changed Lupe's life or something like that. But this song goes so hard. This song goes so hard. Maybe I'm not trying to thought. But anyway, Extra Emily, right? Small Asian woman, right? Like 5'2", 5'3", real tiny, little shorty. Streamer University was very black. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I do think it was a little intentional on Kai's part to like uplift black creators because it is a space. Like content creation for Twitch is a space that has been usually gamer heavy. The meta now is IRL. And there's a lot of younger folks coming in. Um, and it wasn't really a space where like there was a lot of known black creators, right? For like Kai, and honestly, Kai and Speed are relatively new. They've been streaming for a minute, but like in terms of the notoriety that they've gotten, it's been like the past 2 to 4 years where you've had people streaming for 10 years, right? Like Nick Pollum's been streaming for 10 years. He's one of the top streamers for years. Been streaming for 10 years. Soda Pop in 10 years. Tyler One, 8, 9 years, something like that. Mizkif, 6, 7 years. Cutie Cinderella, 6 years. Ludwig, 6, 7 years. Foozly, 10 years. Quarter J, 10 years. Lily Pichu, 10. Like they've been doing this stuff for a long time, right? And so now you got the new wave of younger creators coming up and starting to pop off from whatever, which I think is really cool. And so like the people that got in were predominantly people of color, and of course some folks that just had a lot of motion. Like I honestly don't think like what is his name, Ray, the Asian Ray from China, basketball player, hangs out with Kai and them, and Ray Kai, Ray and Ray Kai like best friends or whatever. Those two I think have enough motion where I wouldn't consider them newer creators that would need like streamer university for the sake of learning, but for the sake of content they're funny and interesting enough that I would include them, right? Like, yo, Asian Ray is hysterical. I can't even lie to you. That man, that young boy is, and he knows what he's doing. Like he knows how to intentionally be funny, which is not easy, right? Like I can be intentionally funny, but like not like those dudes do. But it was a lot of everybody streaming. You have 100 and something people streaming constantly, trying to get their clips in, hanging out, talking. and being loud and rambunctious at the same time. And that's for me personally, like even though I'm watching it, I'm not there, that's still a lot for me. So I'm like, ah, I'm gonna watch parts of it and I'm gonna dip out. Watch parts of it, I'm gonna dip out. And you see, and I would watch the clips because some of my favorite other streamers who didn't go to Streamer U were just home chilling. Like Fan was home watching clips. Um, and I thought, you know what, that's a cool way for me to see everything that's going on without having to like watch, because I couldn't do it. Like one of my favorite things, those two things that I genuinely uh I thoroughly enjoyed. Actually, there was three things I thoroughly enjoyed, right? One of them was Emily, extra Emily, and Agent. Their dynamic is so damn funny. Um, Especially like extra Emily's super bubbly, Agent super chill. Extra Emily's like down for whatever. She's like, hey, you want to go here? You want to go there? You want to do this? Like she learns how to dap, which is hysterical because now she's dapping up everybody. She's so proud that she could dap. If somebody teaches that little Asian girl to twerk, she's going to have a field day. If somebody teaches her how to twerk, she's gonna be outside twerking everywhere, saying, "Look at my gat," right? So that was one of the funny things. The other one was extra Emily and Nina, and I've known about Nina through O3 and Fan. And I thought their dynamic was cool. Like Nina show, like I've seen her stuff, right? She's an aggressive Asian woman from New York, right? Like with a deep husky voice. Matter of fact, hold on, because I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all need to hear Nina's voice. If you haven't heard Nina, you need to hear her voice. Let's type in Nina from New York. Right, let's see what comes up. Let's see. All right, this is Nina. Hold on. This is what she sounds like. What the volume at?
City. Look at this. Look at this. You ever seen a green pool? Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, if you ever get that in your shoe, I ain't gonna lie, you might as well just amputate your foot.
Like, sis is funny, but she is like so hardcore New York coded, like hard New York coded. That even I'm as in New
No,
York,
I
I'm
think we
like,
need to
Joe.
walk. I think we need to walk. Dead ass. We need to walk. We need to walk. We need to walk back to New York. My bad. I'm sorry. We need to.
Also, their dynamic is funny as hell too. So, watching her interact with extra Emily as well was dumb funny. Because it was like, yo, she's actually mad care. She comes across as super aggressive, but she's a sweetheart at heart. And if you are from the city of New York, if you are from the city of New York, or if you know a woman of Delta Sigma Theta, you understand the aggressive woman who's actually a softie at heart and loves the people that she loves, right? So that was really cool too. And then my other favorite thing from Streaming University was DDG losing his ball. Which you know what? That one had me dead. My man lost his ball to Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis stole that man ball. And it happens. But then, so this is happening, and then we get to DreamCon, which is happening the same time as TwitchCon, which is crazy to me. I don't know who planned first or who did what, or if it was a shot at nobody. Yo, Lil Deshaun, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Yo, we reached 30. Thank you, by the way. You were the 30th follow. I know my goals don't say it. I gotta fix that. I don't know why it's showing the wrong number. It's like out of date. Um, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're trying to get to 50. So, if you know somebody that's looking for a new streamer to watch, like they want a new favorite streamer, send them here because we need the follows. We're trying to get to affiliate. That's the goal. But yes, DreamCon happens, and I want to look up the history of DreamCon because I actually don't know, right? Like, what is DreamCon? How did it get started? Because from what it sounded like Mark from RDC and them, it sounded like they created it, but was it a thing that already happened? Like, I don't know how DreamCon started. But anyway, so DreamCon is happening and TwitchCon is happening. So you have creators in Europe and creators over here in America, all together. It is hundreds of people, lots of content out of convention centers. It's mad loud. There's music blasting. Again, I am not even there. I'm home. I'm watching. I'm home at work. I'm on the train. I'm watching from my phone, my laptop, whatever I'm watching from, and I'm getting exhausted. Like I feel tired, and I'm not even there. How you doing, little Deshaun? Can I get you, Deshaun? I don't like the little part. Sounds crazy to me. But I couldn't even do it. I can't even do it. So it was a lot to watch. It was a lot to watch, and I forgot even how we even got started in this particular conversation, talking about dream cons and whatnot. All right, okay. So I found the answer that I was looking for because the other thing that I was trying to understand is how did DreamCon get started, right? For those who don't know, DreamCon is a convention. Um, it is. I don't know what else they have there, but it just sounds like it's a convention generally. Like this year, Megan Thee Stallion did the awards for the costume show or the best cosplay. Which I was like, oh, y'all got Megan Thee Stallion to show up. Like that's crazy, right? DDG's brother got into a fight at DreamCon this year, which is crazy. Apparently, the Qs was stepping out at DreamCon this year, so it's grown. But it is 7 years old, and it did start from RDC World, which is y'all know Mark. Y'all know Mark, right? Funny Mark, the dude that be on Instagram yelling like he LeBron. I think we all know who that is. If you don't, let me know. We can check on it. But it is 7 years old. Okay. So that is interesting. So therefore, I also didn't know that they're from Houston. Credit to them. How old is Mark? For them to be having have their own convention and for it to get this big, the amount of money they put into it, that's insane. So Mark Phillips and Afion Harris. Is that Afion? No, not the same, right? Who is Afion? If I'm thinking about okay, because I was thinking about the dude from Wild and Out. No, not from Wild and Out. Like you guys know the Afion. That's a different guy. I'm thinking of Afion Crockett. That's a different guy. But Mark Phillips, how old is he? Because I think he's under 30. Mark Phillips age. Mark Phillips is that's a different Mark Phillips. All right. So Mark is 30. This man is 30 years old and he has the level of success that he has on. This is a terrible. Why they did this man so dirty? Why would they do this to this young man? Why would they do this to him? That's gnarly work right there. That's terrible. But yeah, so the fact that these dudes were able to put together something like that at their age, it's crazy fire. It's crazy fire for them. Like, like to get mega, like to have something like Mega Stallions when the show up at, have some of the top streamers and YouTube creators on tap that are willing to come to your event over TwitchCon, by the way. And again, there's a North America and a Europe one. Um, but even still, like it's it's insane to think of, and they've done it in 7 years. So credit to them. But the real reason why I wanted to to stream today is the Knicks got knocked out of the playoffs, right? So the Knicks got knocked out of the playoffs, and then he gets fired. So actually, let's run through the events, right? I'm gonna play the music again because who doesn't enjoy some Souls of Mischief? So let's run through the list. The Knicks beat the Pistons. Tight series. right? I think that one went to 6 or 7, right? Yeah, it went to 6 games. It was Knicks in 6. We play Boston and also I think another 6 games, but we get blown out. Like we start losing the first 2 games on the road in the postseason against the Celtics, down 20. We come back twice. So we're down 20 2 times in 2 straight games. And then we come back to win. Right? Take 2 away. The following series, we lose the first 2 games at home against Indiana. So we won the first 2 games. I will not put that in frame. I'm sorry, y'all. These are batteries. I gotta change the controller. But we win the first 2 games in Boston, and then we lose the first 2 games at home against the Pacers. Swish. There, that was insane, right? And then we go on to lose the rest of the season series in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 6. So we won our first 2 in 6. We lost our last 2 in 6. That was on Saturday, May 31st. Following the game, somebody asked Jalen Brunson, how does he feel about Tom Thibodeau? And basically, Jalen goes, why are you even asking me this question? Right? Like, why are you even asking me this question right now? Let's pull it up. Because we're gonna let the man speak for himself. He gets asked this question. Hopefully, no ads. Of course, it's a damn ad. All right. But he gets asked this question and he's incredulous of it.
Of what Kat just said, you make the moves to win. There are obviously a lot of big moves this offseason. How confident are you that this group has enough to take that next step? And
The most confidence. Overconfident. Seriously.
I believe him too,
I
by the
don't-
way. I don't think he's
There's
lying.
not an ounce of any type of doubt that I'm not confident with this group.
Jalen, when you talk about the confidence, obviously, I feel like nobody takes more criticism than Tom, and this team obviously has turned around during his tenure. Do you kind of feel that going forward, he's the same guy to lift you guys the rest of the way, that next level?
Is that a real question right now?
It was on a turn on ESPN.
You just asked me if I believe that if he's the right guy. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Come on.
All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a dumb question to ask. And there's no right answer for that question for Jalen Brunson. Genuinely, there is no right answer for Jalen Brunson. So that's a really dumb question because he's not gonna be like, no, I don't think this guy's the right coach. Because if he comes back, you just cause an unnecessary locker room issue. Right. So he has like, you know what I mean? And then 2, he just lost the final. What you mean asking this guy if you think the coach is the right guy to join the team? Stop drinking. Sorry, I got a message. 14th. Anyway, so this is Saturday afternoon. Dumb question is asked. I'm at work today. I'm chilling. I'm trying to do my job. I'm doing whatever. And I get a note. I check my Instagram and I'm like, oh, snap. They fired Tom Thibodeau. That I was shocked. I didn't think they were gonna do it. I personally don't think they were gonna fire him, but they did, right? And like credit to Tibbs, he got us the furthest we've gotten in 25 years. I'm 30, y'all. The Knicks have not been to the Eastern Conference Finals since I was 5 years old. I barely remember being 5. So like this is our most winningest coach. Back-to-back 50 plus game wins. First time in 30 years I think we've had that. It's So like one would think, why would you fire the coach? Why would you fire Toms? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am incredibly grateful for what Thibodeau has done. I think the city of New York owes this man a debt of gratitude. Once the hurt of losing in the playoffs, once the hurt of getting fired subsides, I hope, I pray that the Knicks fans, the Knicks organization, and Mr. Tom Thibodeau can come together in kumbaya. However, I think it was time. I think it was time. And the reason why I say that is because not because like we made it to we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We should have been Indiana Pacers. I to this day I think the Indiana Pacers should have been beaten. I'm gonna talk about something. Oh, that just triggered me. I got triggered. I can't even share on screen what I'm thinking about because I got triggered. You know what? Tribe Called Quest, good song to choose because y'all gonna calm me down, right? So I think it's not just that we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, it's how we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's how we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? And like the scoring lines on some of these aren't too crazy. Take a look at them, right? We lose in overtime. They got a really lucky bucket, a really lucky three that kind of brought them back into the game. Um, we lose game two. We lost the first two games at home, right? So after we win the first two games away at Boston, we lost the next two games, the next two home games, and the next series at home, right? We still won in Indiana. I think this one we were down pretty early. We went in again at home, and then we lose away in Indiana, right? I'm watching these games. I'm not watching every single game because I just can't. My anxiety couldn't do it. Like these guys play it too close to the vests, right? And like this is true. I think I was watching Gilbert Arenas' podcast or somebody else. They mentioned that the Knicks plus minus on points, right? Which means um the amount of points they scored and the amount of points their opponents scored. Sorry, somebody's asking me a question it's the same thing every year, dude. It's the same time every year. Every year we do the same thing. Every year we do the same thing. Sorry. So what was I talking about? Somebody remind me. For free, just like money. What were we talking about? We're talking about the Knicks. However you want it. Word. I'm talking about how we lost. Yes. So I'm checking on the games because I can't watch them all in full. And I'm watching the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson is tired. He is dog tired, right? He's out here trying to bring the ball down the court. Dude is exhausted. And I'm watching Cat. He's Cat. So all the problems that people say he has, all the things they say he's not good at, we already knew this. These are not new. This is the same old with Cat. He had the same problems in Minnesota. Right. And I'm watching how we're playing. I'm watching these guys get on fast breaks. And I'm like, why aren't we changing our at the very least? Why is Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up every time? You're letting them exhaust him. You're allowing Indiana to make your star player tired before he can even get to work. Give the ball to Hart and Anobi, McKell, McBride, somebody to get the ball up the court, call a couple screens, call a couple plays, get Jalen to where you're going to get him to later, right? Why? Because Jalen now is taking so much time to get up the court. He's expending so much energy because you're allowing him to pick him up 94 feet every time. Every single time. So Of course he's not going to be efficient or be that good, right? And because he has the ball in his hand the entire time, okay. And because he has the ball the entire time, can't nobody else get their touches off. All right, cool, whatever. Well, you're gonna let him bring the ball up. You're gonna tire him out in that way. Well, that means you have to put him on the bench every so often to get some rest, right? Tips? Yes. Just gonna rotate, get somebody else in, let them play a little bit, allow them to, give Jalen Brunson some time to breathe and get himself together. Now, it's Thibodeau we're talking about here. Of course not. Played the same 7-8. I think the only game, I think it was this one. Right? No, that's the Indiana Pacers. I want to see the box score. Can we see the box score? I think this might have been the only game that we saw like Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright got 14 and 10 minutes each. I think that was the only get out of here, dude. Go away. I don't see you. I think that was the only time. Precious Achua, by the way, Precious Achua, who came in clutch last year for us, is not getting any minutes in the postseason. What is happening?
Forcing a game.
Pause. That scared me. Nobody's getting any minutes. Nobody's getting no playing time. Like, so of course, Jalen Brunson, everybody's going to be super tired and it's not because of one game too, by the way, right? He still went 12 for 18, 4 for 7 from 3, 4 for 4 from free throw. Those are very good numbers. Excuse me. You also got 5 rebounds. Good for you, Jalen. But even still, right? Even still, because you're doing this every single game over the course of not just the series, but the season, you're tiring him out. So by the time it comes time for crunch time, he tired. Right? We had 1, 2, 3, 4 players didn't play. And by the way, Tyler Kolek and Campaign are fine players. They're not like the greatest ever, but they're decent enough where you can give them a few minutes. They've only had one player. There was only one player that had a DNP, right? And again, he got only a minute. That was garbage time anyway, right? I'm like, dog, what are we doing? The guy doesn't use his bench ever. It's become a theme. Like it was always a theme. It was always a theme, right? Always, always, always a theme. But you would think that by this, this is insane. Game 2, they use 1, 2,
A history
3,
of
4.
winning
Stop.
started
Wow.
with the 65 Gators losing.
All right. Turn off. Right. So they played, how many plays they played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They played 11 players. We played 8. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen over the course? And this is after playing overtime in game 1. Game 1, we played overtime. So he's hiring these guys out. And at this point, it's not just the losses themselves. It's not just losing. It's the method in which you did it. That pissed me off so much. We're going to talk about that too. In this game, he played basically 8. DeLon Wright got on the court at some point, but it's counted as like 0 minutes or whatever. The rest of them guys, basically the same 8 people. Precious didn't get in. Again, Precious held us down last year. Precious was one of the reasons we even made it that far. And then he just I'm like, if I'm Precious, I'm like, screw Tom Thibodeau. At this point, I'm not even gonna hold you. Damn, we only shot 32% that game. That's crazy. Anyway, so point being is that I am not surprised that they let him go. I think it was time specifically because as much as I respect him, he still can't show that he has not learned how to use a team beyond I'm gonna play the same 7 to 8 guys and that's it. Like he's been coaching for so long. He's coached here for 5 years. He got us to Eastern Conference Finals. But you run the team back, we can't make any real big moves, right? Without breaking everything apart. So you're gonna have to bring him back. You're gonna end up with the same exact thing the next year. And if it wasn't good enough this year, what makes you think he's gonna change his ways and be better next year? Right. And I was talking to my dad, I was talking to a colleague at work. How do you make the Knicks better? I'm like, well, honestly, if you bring Tibbs back, tell Tibbs, get you an offensive coach and let the offensive coach go to work. Right. But that's not his style. I was watching Jeff Teague's podcast. He was coached by Tom Thibodeau. He's like, Thibodeau does everything. Thibodeau does, like, basically, if you're the assistant coach on the Thibodeau bench, you don't do anything. You don't have a job. because he does it all. So at this point, brother, you gotta. I'm sorry, man. I can understand why. Now, the follow up question to that is, who's the next guy? I'm not as tapped in with basketball enough to know all of the coaches like that. Like somebody mentioned to me, maybe Eric Spoelstra. I'm like, well, we haven't seen Eric Spoelstra coach outside of Miami yet. And that's a risk because that's like it's never Eric Spoelstra's team. Eric Spoelstra's a good coach. Don't get it twisted. He's a good coach, but that is Pat Riley's organization, and he's only coached in a Pat Riley organization. So I don't know how he would fare by himself. Um, Somebody mentioned Vogel, who was one of the coaches for the Lakers in the past. I don't know too much about him. The one that intrigues me most, I think his name was Mike Malone. He was the coach of the Denver Nuggets when they won the title a year ago or so. Which, you know what? Hearing more and more about him, I think he is probably the best fit. Um, let's look at what CBS has to say about potential coaches, right? So the first one is Mike Malone. Um, right, he's from New York. He won a chip 2 years seasons ago with the Nuggets, and I think that's important because the profile of the Nuggets players and the profile of this current Knicks team is not too dissimilar. So I think it wouldn't be too hard to know how to use the players. The question is, would the players adjust to his tactics better? I don't know. The next one is Mike Budenholzer. You want the opposite of Tom Thibodeau? Well, here's Mike Budenholzer, maybe the only NBA coach who gets criticized for resting his starters too much. When Mike Budenholzer is your head coach, your team does the obvious stuff. It shoots enough threes, it protects the basket, and rebounds on offense. We're talking about a coach who won 60 games with Al Horford and Paul Millsap as his best players. Hey, don't do Al Horford like that. Al Horford was a beast in his heyday, dude. Don't disrespect Al Horford. That no, please. Um, I don't I don't know too much about him. Like who he's notorious slow Justin Henderson let Giannis Antetokounmpo defend Jimmy Butler might have cost him his job with the Bucks. Okay, so Budenholzer was a previous Bucks coach. And he recently also coached in Phoenix. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. If Jeff Van Gundy's still coaching, that's the other one. Is like they say. Some people are saying Jeff Van Gundy. I didn't know Jeff Van Gundy was still coaching. I thought he retired. And I do think it would be crazy. It would be absolute cinema, guys. It would be pure cinema. Move this way, so I'm not Scotchlight. If Jeff Van Gundy was the last coach to do what Tom Thibodeau did and get us the Eastern Conference Finals, I think he might have gotten us to the finals actually. If he came back almost 30 years later and coached us to the finals and won us a chip, that would be some poetic justice. That like every old head Nick fan, every Nick fan from the 90s would I can't even say what they would do because I'm trying to, we're PG-13 up in here, right? Every OG Knicks fan would go ham if Jeff Van Gundy came back. I just got to see how old he is though. He might like that's the other part about it is how old is Jeff? Oh, he's only 63? Damn, so he's younger than Tibbs. I didn't know that. All right. And Jeff Van Gundy's a hard nosed player. He's coached some of the best players ever in the game. But has he evolved with the game? Like you know what I mean? Like he was on the bench. He wasn't on the bench for the Clippers. He served as defensive coordinator, but he's been out the game for a minute. It's a lot to be on the sideline for a full season. Another one is Jay Wright. Um, he's a college coach, guys. I no disrespect to Jay Wright. He definitely won a chip, but NBA is a different beast. NBA is a different beast. I would say bring him onto the coaching staff, maybe, but to be quite frank, I don't think you should give it to somebody who's never coached in the NBA before. You need somebody with more experience. Who is Dan Hurley? I've never heard of Dan Hurley. So I don't even know nothing about him, to be honest. I'm not a NCAA guy. So he's a college coach right now. Coaching for, I think he's coaching for UConn. He's a UConn head coach. So I don't know who is. Then you got at this point, there's throwing names out there. Johnny Bryant, don't know who that is. Chris Paul. Whoa. All right. Bonus wild candidate. Chris Paul. Excuse me. Paul will hardly be the first player to jump directly from roster to coaching staff. Jason Kidd is the most famous example. Redick spent some time as a broadcaster, but he was never as an assistant either. Steve Kerr was a broadcaster and a GM before he took over the Golden State Warriors, but he never coached. Steve Nash worked only part time with the Golden State Warriors before taking over the Brooklyn Nets. I'm gonna say absolutely not. Don't go with an unproven guy. If I were to choose a former player turn coach currently, I think just Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd right now will probably be the one that I would want to see coach the Knicks. To be quite frank, I think his basketball IQ and the way he runs the team is good. Um, I think he got them to the. Excuse me. Uh, I think Jason Kidd got the Mavericks to a final. I think so. Did did Jason Kidd did Jason Kidd get the Mavericks to an NBA Finals? So he won it in June 12th, 2021 as a coach. Uh, okay, he went to the Western Conference Finals. Okay, so he made it to the Western Conference Finals as far as he got, which is as far as we got. So he has that experience now. He's also coached one of the biggest names, Luka Doncic. Um, has he? Did Jason Kidd coach Jalen Brunson? Was he the coach when they had Jalen? Okay, so he was the head coach. Well, you know what? I don't know if that dynamic means he's out of the running because he was the head coach and then we used Brunson, and then Brunson came to the Knicks and has lit us up. I'm not sure if that plays a role into it, but having a point guard, a former Hall of Fame point guard, as the coach for one of the best point guards in the league right now doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna be honest; it doesn't sound too bad. So you know what? I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom and then we're gonna come back. I do want to talk about like um I think one of the things I want to do today is also talk through like content ideas. How do we take this and continue it and be cool and have fun and make it kind of a space that I want to be in, but then you, my lovely viewers, my beautiful, gorgeous viewers, you also want to be in. Uh, and you know, we want to pop and chat. We want folks to come in, have some fun, learn with us, and all that stuff. So we'll talk about that in a second. But I really need to go use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. It's also going to be our back screen.
I don't think I can hold on. Where were you when I needed you the most? Now I'm sitting here with a black hole in my chest. A heartless, broken mess.
The what? The jazz to move that ass for the job originates. That feeling up his ass. It's a universal sound. Bless the bumpers on the ground. And the stop until the JBs, you don't stop. And De La Soul, you don't stop. Until my brand new begins, you don't stop. Until my leaders of the new, you don't stop.
Wow. So I couldn't hear me, could you? That's crazy. Bruh. OBS be blowing me sometimes, dude. Go. 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 All right, hopefully that's better. Let me tell you how loud this is. Sorry. Troubleshooting. All right. I think that's okay. That's about. We're gonna keep it at like 40. I didn't realize that Monitor 3 had its own audio source, y'all. I don't know why. Okay. That was annoying. Well, it'll come up on the VOD, so I'm not worried too much. Damn it, no, I'm lying. Shit. That part might get muted in the VOD entirely. All right, anyway. Let me rehash it again. Basically, we want to talk about film, TV, music, break stuff down, talk about different things under the hood, look at BTS, look at how did they do this, how did they do that, what tools might they use. Like, hey, I need to learn how to color grade something. Can I learn how to do it on stream? And then we go into DaVinci Resolve and do it. Maybe we do that. Sports. I love the Knicks, love New York City Football Club. I love US soccer. So we can talk about that. Gaming, we will be playing games because I do enjoy gaming. Like I'm very much a story-driven person. Like you guys will learn that the more I talk about film and TV, the more you realize that I love film. I love stories. And so it'll probably be story-based, maybe some gaming with friends if I ever make some. We could do some Fall Guys or Repo or Schedule One type stuff as rivals maybe as things happen. And there's general knowledge. So if, like something comes up, something we all want to learn, we could do that. So that's kind of the general pillars of the kind of content that I want to do. Right. But there's a couple of things that like also coincide with this is the content will figure itself out. The exact things we do will figure itself out. That part does not worry me. Like literally the thing that I have learned by watching streamers is whatever level of production that you want to get to in terms of you want the most overly produced FX6 shot type stuff, or if we just want to put something on your phone and stream. I'm using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 currently to stream right now. You can do basically whatever you want. You just got to figure out, just got to make the content, right? And the thing is, somebody on this planet is probably going to watch you. Now, the hard part is everybody's starting to stream now. Little people, big people, celebrities. India Love is streaming. India Love didn't stream before Streaming University. Now she's a streamer, right? Folks who have TikTok and Instagram followers are streaming. And I get it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I like yapping. I actually do like to yap, as you can tell. I am here yapping my brains out right now, right? Um, but how do you then grow? How do you get viewers? How do you get people to pay attention to your content? Well, luckily for me, basically every big streamer gives their playbook. Like nobody's gatekeeping these days either, which is so cool. Nobody's gatekeeping. So everybody's giving out the tea. They're telling you how to do it. They're all telling you what to do. Like whether it's agent, whether it's I can't think of nobody else right now, to be honest. Why is it small text? We don't want small text. I can't zoom in, which is kind of annoying. Right? So by the way, I use Notion for my basically stay organized just in life in general. This is just one way. This is locked. Let's unlock. Monitor 3. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. Right? So folks can see a little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right. I don't know what this song is, so we're gonna change that. Ooh, gorillas. Interesting to be in a Can I Kick It radio station. But it's cool. Right. So how do you go on this app? And luckily everybody's telling you how to do it. So they always say to be discovered, you have to basically put your content out into the ecosystem, right? So we need um basically you need to have engaging content, right? You got to interact with chat. Boom. And then the third thing is you got to push on socials, right? So you got to push on socials. Which ones? Basically all of them. All of them. So I made a little buckets here that we can figure out, right? So like we want to know, what do we do with our long form content? So that's things like when I was just talking about the Knicks, that's an entire segment that I can basically take out of the VOD, right? Well, one, you have your VODs, so you can put up your entire VOD if you want, right? Some people like that. Some people want to watch the entire VOD. Some people just want to watch part of the VOD. They like to see some of the dirty, gritty, whatever. But sometimes you want to put out an edited or slightly edited um highlight, right? It was good best way to call it. Twitch calls it highlights internally. So that's something to use. It's like that entire Nick segment after we end off stream, I am taking that section. Like I'm literally going into Twitch. I'm saying I want from this point to this point, and I'm taking that out to use for other stuff to put on YouTube and then maybe chop it up. It could be the next thing. And then edit a highlight. So I think that's kind of the only two things you could do with really long form content, right? And then let's do it. I'm gonna add another thing here. I'm gonna do a control CV, right? And there's a reason why. I'm gonna do long form. Let's make this mid form. What do we call mid form content? I love your girl. Let's want to change you. You know what? Let's go to kick push. Let's. All right, so you got mid form content. And mid form content is anything that I would consider to be 1 to 5 minutes. Like five long form content is 5 minutes plus. Mid form content is anything that is 1.5 to 5 minutes. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Short form content is anything from 30 seconds to 1.5, 0.5 to 1.5 minutes. Oh, and yeah, I can't type. Right, so 30 seconds. Let's put 30 seconds. I don't like how that looks. Kick flip, he landed. Label the misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. So 30 seconds to 1.5 minutes is what we would call mid-form content. Now the question is, where might we put this mid-form content, right? So you take your edited highlights, you take your VODs. I think you can do this too, right? So like more of a clip style, more like clips. So it's not a full 20-minute video, but it could literally just be like, hey, what is the main thing that we want people to focus on here? Or at least one or two of them. So you could theoretically do that for that. And then I don't know why they keep telling me I'm not YouTube is spelled incorrectly. I'm not spelled, it's not 2 words. I have the dictionary, it's not 2 words. Mama said so he was feeling himself. Oh, that was the button one to press. Okay. Right. And then short form content. Now, short form content, whether I like it or not, because I honestly don't really like short form content too much, is king. Short form is king. We know this. Instagram Reels, TikTok, Snapchat if you're nasty. That's where everybody lives, right? So I think that's where that goes. So we just basic clips, right? Um, so we want clips generally, just clips. Now, the next thing though is audience. Is the audience, right? Because this is I will admit, we like variety streamers. This is a pretty range variety right here. Film, TV, and music, sports, gaming, general knowledge. This is kind of varied, right? And so some of it's going to come over time to learn what hits and what different place. But I think a good strategy for myself is that some things should only be posted or mostly posted on one of these platforms, right? YouTube being an exception for long form content. I think if we just break up the VODs and edit highlights, that's fine for now. But these ones is where I'm like, I need to understand and figure out what's going to hit because we want people to find the clip, say, I like this guy, and then they're going to come to me, right? They're going to come over here and hang out with us. So, in that vein, though, with YouTube, actually, you know what? I'm also going to control V because we forgot about Twitter, right? Forgot about Twitter/X. I think this one is fine, but with YouTube, for mid form content, not the shorts, but mid form content, I think we can go with any hot take or really funny moment. I think we shouldn't worry for YouTube mids which category it falls into. I think any of those work. I would say, yeah, I think any of those work. I think so. Twitter, now I have a new Twitter and I have a personal Twitter. So I haven't really leveraged the that guy auto Twitter yet. We haven't really talked about that one too much. Uh, my foster bot is supposed to be running, but I guess it's not. I gotta learn how that works. But I think I would go with probably soccer and film. Things that that have a discussion, right? So soccer and film, TV, music stuff. I think that space because you can get people to comment and start conversations and you know what I mean and get people engaged in that fashion. I think that's probably the best place for that stuff. You know what I did forget? I forgot about Reddit. So control V. Reddit. I think Reddit for me would also need to be clips from soccer and film, TV, music. I am not and this is personally like the different spaces that I'm involved in as well that I can leverage to get eyeballs, right? I'm pretty active in multiple soccer communities and I'm pretty active in some of the film TV ones. Music a little bit less so, right? I try not to spend too much time arguing with folks in Reddit because it can get a little like not good for your health. I have got ulcers a couple of times just fighting with folks. But I think this might be it, right? Because I'm a New York City Football Club guy. I'm a U.S. soccer kind of guy. There's a growing rate of creators and a growing rate of people trying to push the sport forward in that manner, but it's still not a lot. So I might, and there's not a lot of black folk either. So I might be able to squeeze in there. Like on Reddit and Twitter, I might be able to squeeze in if I'm consistent enough. If I'm consistent enough, I might be able to squeeze in. We'll see. We'll see. Just an attempt. Just an attempt. You know what I mean? Like, hey guys, not many New York City Football Club creators out there. Come kick it with me. We're gonna do a watch along today. You know what I mean? Because I like doing watch alongs. I want to think I think that's gonna be fun. Now, for the shorts, reels, and TikTok, I think because they have to be snappy and quick, you don't want to hold on to nobody for too long. I think we want hot takes and gaming for these three. I think if it's a hot take, and I have a lot of those, by the way, guys. I have so many hot takes, like scalding hot takes, like hot takes that make you go, "What is like?" Now, not as bad as the trash taste dudes. I love those guys. Not as bad. My takes aren't as bad as them, but they are pretty bad. Not bad. They are pretty hot. But I do think across all three, right, and probably not in sports. Probably more so because soccer's pretty niche, right? I don't think if I'm going on TikTok or Instagram Reels, I'm gonna get a lot of like really spicy takes there. Probably more so around film and then gaming will probably be the meta for myself, right? Because I'm not gonna do the constantly having a hot woman around me kind of thing. Um, and eventually when we do IRLs, we will just have people and those will just be like whatever clips are funny, I think we take. But for now, I think this is decent. I think if we're consistent with streaming, and then the second hardest part is being consistent with creating this stuff. I'm coming up with processes and I'm coming up with things to kind of help make it a little bit easier for me to kind of do it without stressing myself out. Because that's the other part. I like everything in life costs time and money. And I don't have too much of either to spare. To spare. Rather. That's its operative term is to spare, right? And my time fluctuates across different landscapes. So if I am doing like a lot of photo video projects, my time is taken up with editing. If I'm doing a lot of community service, my time is taken up elsewhere, right? And I don't get many days to just relax and not really have to do anything, not be on. So I do genuinely like enjoy those days where I get to just basically like veg out. Um, but I might need to sacrifice some of those days because, like, for instance, I think my segment last week talking about agents pocket watching class was pretty good. I ain't did nothing with those clips. They're just sitting in Twitch right now. I need to do better on that. Um, so I think this is solid. I think this is solid. Now, goals. Goals. So I have three main goals when it comes to Twitch. Um, I don't really care too much about having followers on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube. Like those things help. YouTube is actually I lied. YouTube I do have a goal. YouTube I do have a goal. There's a specific goal. And there's a reason why for that one. We'll talk about that next. But for Twitch, I don't want to be a super huge creator, right? Let's do it in this way too. I'm gonna do it in this way. Let's make a table. We'll do a table. We'll do goal. We'll do goal amount. Sorry, end of year, and then long term. Boom. I think that works. Can I? It's not gonna work. All right. So your followers, dude, what the hell? Right. I'm just gonna do it this way. Subs, CCV. All right. Let's do current. Let's add one to the left. Let's do current so we can track. By the way, this is what businesses do. This is business strategy, guys. Right? You sit down, you write all this stuff out, and then you figure out exactly what you want to do, and how you might achieve it. So followers currently, we have 30. Shout out to Lil Deshaun for being the 30th follower. We don't have any subs because we're not eligible. And right now, we're averaging 2.5 CCV. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie. Our numbers are terrible, guys. End of the year, I think 250 followers. Not that's too many numbers. 250 followers is good. I think 50 subs is solid, and 100 CCV is based. If we can get to this stage by the end of the year, I'm happy. Long term, again, followers doesn't mean much to me per se. It's good to have them, but long term, maybe 2 years. Let's say 2 years, right? 2 years. We go 1,500 followers. It's too many zeros. We go, let's see, 250 subs and a CCV of like somewhere between 200 to 400. None of this is easy. None of this is guaranteed, but that's the goal. Man, this is Kanye before you went crazy. No, this is Kanye. I think this is Kanye. I'm selfish. To myself, I can't help it. At least it sound like Kanye. So those are the goals, right? And so again, we talk about business. So you set your goal. I want to do this last though for a specific reason. So I kind of wanted to walk through this myself. So I set my goal, right? I set the kind of content that I want to do. And I'm always taking feedback. I ask some folks who are photo video people what they want to see. They mentioned some like gear reviews and such. I'm gonna add that to this list. And where my how do I attract people? So how do we grow? Is we need to attract people here. And the quality of some things, I can't guarantee it. Like I don't have the time to fully edit the VODs and add the different things that like, Puce does and Clippy TV. I wish I could. I actually should learn that, to be honest. Them channel managers make bank. They make like 30K in a month, some of them, because they work for the bigger streamers and those streamers get views. Um, but that mid form content and short form content. And because I don't think this is ever gonna be for me personally. I feel like my furniture keeps falling apart. I just heard something drop, and I don't know what it was. Anyway, so yeah, because financially, right? I, I I'm a photographer, filmmaker, videographer at heart. I want that to be my main job. I want this to supplement that and be just a part of the thing in the way that I connect the community. So for YouTube though, we do need a goal. Right? For YouTube, we need a goal. If this won't let me do it. Do, do, do. All right. So right, I don't think you need CCV. I don't know how much CCV counts for YouTube, but let's see. YouTube creator. I don't know how much. Like, what do you YouTube money qualifications? I don't know how to search this qualifications. All right. So yeah. Okay. Program partner. Oh, that is so bright. Wow. I just flashbanged myself. Jesus. Um. Right. So all of these things matter. Yeah. 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 Right. But what are the qualifications? All right. So you have partner and then ad revenue unlocked, which is crazy actually. So now we know, right? So let's go back. So we know what's our sub. Let's go back. Let's go to our channel. All right, we have 5 subscribers. I actually thought it was gonna be one. Keep the stack. But we got 5 subscribers. So you can put that in there. No, there's no sub. There's no like sorry, there's no followers technically, so it's just subs. Okay. Uh, Okay. So we can go to this. So it's mostly about subs. and like watch hours, to be honest. Because if you're making content, you're gonna meet the video requirements regardless. Oops, wrong one. Um, so Jesus, that is so bright. So you need 3,000 valid watch. So you need 3 valid uploads, 3 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months, or 3 million public short views. So it's one of those two. So watch hours, and then we'll do optional short watch hours, right? And so I don't know how long it is right now, but we need, this is coming cumbersome. 3K within 12 months. So we need 3,000 watch hours in 3 months, and then or 3 million short views, which is, I'm just gonna put 3. That's a lot, right? Now, chat, do we think we can get here this year? Maybe with the shorts. If we pop off with some shorts, maybe, who knows? Maybe, right? So I'm gonna put these both at long term. Dude, why can't you just control C? All right. Okay. This is interesting to go for. Like, this is supposed to be a Lupe Fiasco playlist. Was not expecting this. All right. So let's say we want to try to get half, 1,500 and 1.5 M, right? Boom. For subs, you need 1,000, 500. You need 500. That one's harder. I would say let's try to shoot for 100 this year, 500 for this year. Let's go. We might need to break this one up into two, a long term over 1 year and a long term over 2 year. So we do long term 1 year, and then 2 years, right? So now we know we might get this because you need, to notice to get ad revenue, we need 1,000 subs. Right? So you need 1,000 subs. You need 4,000 watch hours, and you need or 10 million. And that it's in the last 90 days, which is a crazy statistic. Like, that's a crazy statistic to keep. And for the sake of the conversation, just to see where we are now. That's interesting. Okay. Gotta go to my YouTube studio. So bright. Everything is so bright. All right. I have a couple videos that is blocked. Yes, I know. All right. We have, it's funny. My shorts don't do too bad, to be honest. And that's how people say shorts are valid. I don't know what counts as like a valid watch hour, but I have a short that got 2.1 thousand views. Dress, which is crazy, actually. So what's my analytics? That's what I'm looking for. All right, that's wild, actually. So I'm actually surprised by this. I can't show everything. Let's see. So we have 4.6K views, 8.2 watch hours, and just 1 subscriber. That's gonna be the hardest to overcome. The subscriber is gonna be the hardest to overcome. Um, and like people are watching most of these all the way through. So, well, not all of them, but some of them. Why is this the one that popped the most? How? What? No way. Wait, this is the time period. Wait, this is the last 28 days. Let's do 2025. Okay. What's up with this number? Okay, so shirts apparently change counts. All right, guys, hold on. I gotta show you. I need to show you what my most watched short on YouTube is currently. I don't understand how this one is the one. But sorry for the flashbang. Oh, so bright. Um, this one somehow did the best so far. And this is from Expedition 33 game. 24 up. The algorithm makes no sense to me, guys. And granted, I have other stuff that I haven't posted everywhere yet, so sure, maybe that's why. But this gets 2K views. I guess I have to fight it cheered so far as winning across all of my content. And I don't understand it, to be quite frank. I don't get that one. But all right, that basically means I gotta lock in on YouTube Shorts. That's just all that tells me. Businessman. We gotta lock in on them YouTube Shorts. Cause brother, how? 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 It's funny. Like, and I noted that I have so far just 4 point something K, right? 5.7K total, but views on YouTube Shorts have changed. But for the last 28 days, that's the 4.6. So the last 28 days, the last month, 4.6 thousand views. Half of that was So We Fight Chairs Now. God, I love the algorithm. Oh, that just makes me laugh. Like, like you could put that. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. You could put together a well-crafted anything. We have a short out right now. I have a short film out. Has less views than that. Has less views than that. Like, hold on. I want to look up some stuff because I want. It's not just me, right? It's not just me, guys. Uh, let's go. All right, this one. So let's look up short film, right? All right, 30K, 4.4 million. All right, they're gonna show you the ones that have the most views. So, all right, I don't feel, I don't feel too out of it because there are people that are like doing good. Okay, because if I just typed in short film and like we were seeing, not a lot, I'd be a little aggravated. But to be fair, there are some that are gonna do better than others, for different reasons. Um, that's scary. I don't like that. That's scary. That's scary. I would say another piece of content that I really, really want to do. I just got to figure out how to do it though. Is um is watching films, short or otherwise, in chat. Like getting some folks like, and then maybe even talking to the creators and such. I love filmmaking. I love the filmmaking process. So I kind of wanna see what we got going on. I'm gonna see if we can make that happen. Is this gonna work? It's happening. Okay, cool. So now it is time for Expedition 33 for like an hour and a half or so. I gotta hop off at 8:30, at 11:30 to just go like be ready for work tomorrow. Um, so Expedition 33 resumes. We got to lock in on the gaming clips. Apparently, the gaming clips. See what I mean? That's why I said gaming clips got to go to YouTube. Gaming clips do well apparently. Expedition 33 resumes. It's been. Uh, so let's change our tags though. Right, let's do. All right. So we updated our tags. Let me go get this controller, and we're gonna lock in on Expedition 33 because it's been a minute. I haven't played in like a week or so, and I'm kind of excited to get back into it. God, that I gotta clip that. I I gotta clip that. Oh, we will be doing React too, by the way. That will absolutely be happening. You reacting to all your favorite streamers, to all the ones you want to send me, all of our favorite ones. I need to wear the headphones because this game very much is sound oriented. The only question is, do we keep the music playing? I'm gonna say I'm probably not because this game has an amazing soundtrack. So to do that. Wow. All right, cool. So it goes back to where we last were. Now, keep it. All right, hold on. I gotta change the batteries. The last time we played, though, while we were, the last time we played, I I kept getting my behind kicked. Let me pause. I kept getting my behind kicked. And I couldn't figure out why. I still can't figure out why. And I might have to relearn some of the animations real quick because it's been a couple of weeks or a week or so. Here's some cheap batteries. These ain't gonna last too long. So I need to see what the controls are again. Okay. So B is to dodge. What's the parry? RB is to parry. Okay. Right. So everybody's rested. Can we learn some skills? Can I get a little stronger? He has one skill point available. Maybe so it's no. Is this his regular one? Wait, but can I how do I I thought I had a skill point. All right, let's get for electricity. No, I can't do it. I thought I had a skill point available. Don't I have skill points available? Okay, apparently I don't know how to. So what is the one? How do you tell me I have a skill point available if I don't have a skill point available? Right, all four of his are assigned. Okay. Why does none of my headphones like to work? Okay. I don't, because that's the part I'm confused about is it says I have skill points available, one, but I can't use it on anything. Right? She has one. Oh, damn it! I used it on the wrong one. Okay, so now she has. Oh, she has all of them. So I had lightning already. Got it. Okay. You already had Thunderfall. Okay. So, but he has one, and I have nothing that I can unlock. That's what that is. So he doesn't have anything to unlock just yet. He needs another one. Can we upgrade our attributes? No and no. Okay. All right, now we get to watch this guy die again. This was brutal. This game is pretty brutal with the deaths, I will say. I died like 5 times to this guy.
Fuck. It's big.
That's what
Fall
she said.
back.
Return to merde. Return to merde. We gotta. It's a volume. It's my volume. That's pretty loud.
Take cover.
Dodge.
Get ready.
Take cover.
Woo! Woo! Alright. Bro, I'm. Some enemies have shield up, technically shield. So we will shield up. I'm not gonna use. One shot. Oh, he gets a strike twice. Oh, yeah, I'm going to attack with the skill. Give it a skill, just to attack.
Chroma is flowing.
Can I change? Okay. So now we aim for the heart. Ooh, that was a big hit. Right, and then we just do an attack. Take that big hit. Woo! 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 Straight attack. These attacks
Just
do
stay
nothing. Did she do anything yet? Let's do burn. Man, I forgot about that part. Okay, we got his friends. This is where it gets annoying. This is where I'm gonna die. This is where we die.
Get ready.
Shoot. Damn it! You have a skill.
Ice. Shut.
Alright, so
Ready
let's
to
slow him
evade.
down. Ooh. Alright, I'm not right. Okay, that was lucky.
I'm ready.
Bruh, come on! How does that not kill him? Good job.
Точка ста.
Can we parry? He's a
Ready to evade.
Do they kind of give you hints on which ones to use?
The storm is coming.
Damn it.
Danger.
Don't parry. Can we parry? Okay, we can't parry. Apparently we cannot parry. We're no good at it. Do I have enough AP? Alright. Low physical damage, 5 hits, critical generate no additional charge. Break. Let's do this one.
For those who come up,
Dang! Alright, lightning. Alright, we know, lightning. Let's do heal. One of us needs to heal. Sorry. Okay. Oh, she was stunned. Got it. That's good. Buddy, I pressed the button. Fudge. She's dead. I can't dodge that. That's the attack I can't dodge.
Careful. He's building up chroma.
Oh, now he gets more shield now? Bro, this is not fair. This is so unfair. Bro, okay, when do we do this? When's the time to dodge? When's the time to parry? And now he's getting stronger. I'm gonna lose again. Let's do the lightning. I forgot.
this is weak.
Okay, this man, what is he doing now? What is he doing? What am I supposed to do now?
Get ready. Get ready.
Woo! Brother!
Brace yourself.
Yo, what was that? Alright. Yeah, it's just now we have to break this shit. Can I go to this little guy? Alright, you're gone. Can we dodge? Can we dodge? Can we dodge? Yes! Finally! And he's charging more. Awesome. I think I just need to heal yourself for now. There you go. You let it go? Okay,
Get ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Dodge yourself.
Yeah, they staggered the timing on that one. They staggered the timing on that one. That was some crap right there. What does Market do again? This is let's do ice snails, medium ice damage. So that's the question, right? Is the question I have is what is this? So like she doesn't have enough for the thunder one. So let's do a status. See if we can dodge. Dodge, did it. Now he's charging up again. Look at that bastard. Can I do? I can't do the lightning. Just attack. That's a line. Learning that she could heal is probably one of my favorite things. It's one of the best things. Can you go against me with this one? See if you charge up? Okay. You might win. You might win. I think this will do it. Does he not die? Okay, all right. You get a killing move. Bro, I was about to be so pissed off. That's fire. That was fire. Cleansing tint, healing tints also remove all status effects. Chroma catalyst kills ice damage dealt. Blah blah blah. I was so stressed. That thing was busting my behind.
Celebrate later. There'll be others. We should be safe up in the tree.
Yeah.
The level of PTSD you experience going through whatever they're about to go through or happen, even just the first night.
Putain, nobody.
Wait, there's a message on the wall. Took mile to the weird corals. Head north, look for a door inside a hut.
Maya.
This doesn't make sense. Who would have written this? It sounds like an expeditioner, but everyone knows to sign their messages.
Yeah, but they might have been in a hurry.
I don't know. Doesn't
Sounds like a trap.
anyone on the team. What if it's a trap?
It's
The
a
man on the
trap.
beach?
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No. Not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point and
Brother,
wait
don't let your
3
pride
days.
and your don't
This
listen.
message
You love
feels
her,
off.
but
If
stay
it was an
sturdy.
expeditioner, they would have stayed here.
She's right.
Everyone knows the protocol.
Right, but they may have been in danger. Maybe this location has been compromised. Things change in the field.
There's a reason.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's
every contingency.
There's
You
a
know
re-
that.
There's a reason it's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result? Look.
Brother,
I'm going after
don't be
Maya.
stupid. Don't be stupid. My man is being so stupid right now.
Protocol also states, never move solo.
Dude,
I'll let you choose which protocol to break.
that's a dick move, dude. That was a punk move, brother. Healing test also removes all status effects from the target. Is that like a... Are these loading points? I think these are loading points. Okay, so it does have loading points, so it's not fully open world. Yeah, I like the fact that like when you got the snot kicked out of you, you look like you got the snot kicked out of you. Oh, well, that's a dead guy.
Well,
That's
that will help.
that's sad. Just y'all just dead. I'm genuinely like the lore for this game is gonna be so goddamn cool to uncover. Alright, what is this? Okay. Most enemies have weak shots to Find Mayel and search for a path through the flying waters. What is this? This is a big map. Holy crap, this map is huge. That's insane.
So, the message said head north to the weird corals.
And a door in a hut.
Wow. Very interesting art. Like they went from one style to another style completely. I like, do you have to just walk around? Then we can just like do the thing with this. You can access the camp at any time.
It's been a
on the
long
continent.
day. We should make camp.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for telling me we could do that. Of course, it's a cutscene. This game is so damn pretty.
I'm sorry about earlier. The beach was not your fault.
Yeah, nobody could saw that coming, man.
No, it was. I convinced Alan to land there.
Yeah, but you couldn't have known that was going to happen. There's no way for you to know that that was going to be the case.
So, we can rest a bit. But, the moon is bright. I want to keep moving.
Have you learned nothing from the beach?
No, I am not leaving Mael alone a minute longer than I have to.
Brother,
But right now, it's just the two of us, and I don't want to bring Mael your corpse. We have to think.
he's on
every
his Star-Lord.
step through.
Yo, don't piss. He's going to piss me off. Please don't tell me he's going to piss me off.
The man on the beach, you saw what he did. But more than that, you saw his face.
Okay. I think he looks like us, just old. But I guess is he somebody else? Is that supposed to be his pops or something?
He must be what? 50? 60? Yet he survived the Gamage. We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost everyone in an instant.
Exactly! He killed us all so easily. He doesn't need to fake a message. Lucien. Lucien died to save me. And Tristan.
Cool.
Margot, they all...
The random French pronunciations.
I am not letting Mael die out here. I'm taking her home.
What? No, no, no! We have a mission!
Oh, fuck the mission! Fuck the mission, Lune! What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take down the paintress, just the three of us?
Well, it's just the two of you for now.
My gun and your sparks?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When.
I like
We
Luna.
knew not all of us would make it. But we continue.
I like her.
As long as
Yes,
even
Luna.
one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight. It's just Mael. She's...
Mael swore the same oath.
I know that.
She chose her life.
Yo, Luna's... Yes,
you and
Luna.
I... Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that?
No, he does not. Push anybody against the wall, they're
Do
going to
you
change.
still believe that? Do you?
I do.
I can't tell. There's like a delay in the audio for me. I'm not sure why. What is going to you guys?
Fuck the mission. Really?
Sorry.
It's interesting. I think like this one, which is coming from the XLR, has it more right than the other. We got a speaker. I don't know if that's a wise thing to do considering where we are. So I'm not gonna do that. What we are gonna do is upgrade attributes. All right. That's our attack power. Do we want to use our attack power or our agility? Because that makes the play more often, reduces incoming there. Because, dude, we're just getting... Ooh, we're getting hammered, man. Or just health, generally. Curious. Because I can't tell if he's supposed to be a tank or, like, what is he? Because he doesn't... His attack power is not really all that great, to be quite frank. At least not right now. Like his attack power is man. All right, let's do mine. Let's just get much. I need his attacks to be a little bit stronger. For Lune, I think I want her to go more often. Her elemental abilities are really cool. Like especially if we need her to heal. So I think that's what I'm gonna use her for. But also, damn, that's a big leap. Hold on, wait. Let me see how much her health goes up if I do. Let's just go back to Luna. Upgrade skills, attributes. Because she only has 3. Damn, that's a big leap. All right, I think we'll do her +1 to get her there. But then I do want her to play more often. Because I do need her, like, I didn't know that she could heal. She can heal. That's a bonus. So, she's helpful. This guy has +2. Fire. I feel like I'm gonna need these skills. I feel like I'm really gonna need that skill. So this +1 is electrify. Deals low single target lightning damage. 3 hits, critical hits, trigger an additional hit. I'm still not sure how stains work just yet. Quite honest. Rock slide, thermal transfer, mayhem, wildfire. Okay, so we have to unlock these now. So do we want to save? I think we'll save for now. Yeah, because we're gonna need this one. That revitalization unit. For sure. Can't see what else he has. But also his AP takes forever to get to, dude. His AP takes forever to charge up in order for me to use his abilities. It's not useless per se, but not great. Almost. There we go. In camps, you can rest and your party members leave the camp to interact with the bonfire. First, let's see what this does. Oh, okay. So we have a record player set out, but no records yet. That's
The main continent.
Yeah.
Good night, Gustav.
okay. Well, that's it. All right. Cool. Okay. Race about how never runs over how beautiful the continent is. Ships and these princesses read everything he wrote.
For those who come after.
It's back. Remember the current objective. 5 minutes to 5:30 from orders. Go to sleep. Something happened while we sleep. If winning 4 battles with a Pictos is passive effect to me. What is a Pictos? I still don't actually understand per se like all of the different things just yet. We need to head north. Right? Okay, so compass faces to north. Sometimes we can't do that per se, so this way. This looks like flying waters. She's literally flying. Okay, so that's interesting. Like different segments of the map are treated differently, like different generated differently. So this is literally, yeah. Okay, this is an interesting like world. So we're underwater, but we can breathe, or is the water above us? Oh, looks like a cutscene. This is really fascinating. This is such a gorgeous game. Don't touch anything, girl. I don't know what that is. But I literally can't tell if we're underwater or not.
68. Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm. Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. A storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
I don't think it's going to be the Mael he thinks it's going to be. I kind of do wish this game gave you like eagle eye, eagle vision from AC. Because it would be helpful to just kind of see what's happening around. No idea. Maybe just... That looks like something. Can we jump? Okay. Weird. Pain cages contain railroad. To lock the cage, find a swing through locks and shoot them. Alright, that's interesting. No, it's not one of those guys. I'm just firing right now because I have no idea. How does this work? Okay, is it the light that is emulating off right? Like I can't tell. Okay, so I can't shoot those. So we'll shoot. Not giving me anything, dude. Okay, it's the same thing with her. This game doesn't really give you much in terms of instructions, which is a little annoying sometimes. Pancakes. Pancakes is going to unlock the cage, find his 3 locks, and shoot them. Are the locks in the room with us? I kind of want the loot. That's creepily cool. But I don't know where the locks could be. Now, traditionally, when I'm playing by myself, chat, I would just Google the answer. However, it's not what we're here for. Got these weird curl looking things. Like, legitimately, you are not giving me any way to understand what they are. All right, not gonna lie to you, we're Googling. Expedition 33. How to painkillers, because this is okay. So they are physical locks that are glowing somewhere in this environment. That's a lantern. What's causing this nice purple glow? Okay, is this you guys causing the glow? Something, because it's supposed to be actual, so that they're actual physical locks. Y'all do a great job of hiding stuff. God damn it. Don't see anything. Okay, is that one? Because there's something else over there. Okay. All right, so it was the thing I shot earlier. So that's the lock, which is weird. There's a giant humpback whale. All right, and then I guess that one's over here. That one wasn't there before. All right, so we unlocked it. Good job, chat. What do we get?
Nice.
Oh, 1 chrome elixir? Okay. That was helpful. That's blood. God damn. This brutality.
This will be useful.
Yes, you got a lot of chroma. That's gruesome. I'm hearing things, chat.
Wait. Nevron. Looks like a different species.
I see. I was trying to shoot
Doesn't
him.
matter. They're between us and Mael.
Dude, get your head out your ass, please. All right, I guess we're gonna have to fight him. No. Okay. Now we can fight. What? All right, that took way too long. I was shooting for like half an hour. Whoa! What the hell?
A storm is coming.
The fudge was that? Alright. That ain't good. So we're just gonna attack. Or we can do something. Fire might be the way to go.
Feel the burn.
Nope, that didn't. Okay. Let's do
Take him down.
Ooh. Mark is a status effect increase the next damage to the other character. 50%. Mark only affects myself. Worse.
Ready to evade.
Damn it.
Switch this up.
Okay. Damn it. That was really annoying, actually. I took a lot of health. Which way did we come from? I think we came from that direction. So it's like that direction. I don't like these sounds. I do not like these sounds. There's two. We don't have the health for this. Let's go. We'll have to fight you. We just don't have the health. And I already know I'm gonna have to fight somebody else. This is literally Minesweeper.
Mines. Be careful.
Yeah, I see. I'm trying to kill this guy. Okay, I guess the sneak attack doesn't work. I'm just shooting him.
Ready to evade.
Ouch. God damn. Okay. These dodges are not easy, dude. Holy crap. Alright, let's see. Yep, that did it. Voice. Oh, they dodge, huh? I can't dodge.
Let's push forward.
Damn it. Because they fly. Yeah. Because they fly, I forgot flying characters, flying guys. Yeah, they're harder to kill with actual attacks. Jesus. Alright. We only have 1 or 2 chrome elixirs. So I can't really. Wait, why can't I give her this? Okay, cool. All right, so we get her a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger, right? Okay. Inventory. Need to get some better weapons, dude. Cleansing tips. Can we? Okay, so we can add that to her. Wait, no. Wait, what? Wait. Inventory, pick those. Gain powerful for turn 1 base attack. Okay. I can't add that. Okay, there we go. And then we'll give him the other Pictos. Powering attack. Target there. Okay. There we go. Luminar passive effects that you can activate when you have mastered the corresponding Pictos. Pictos is mastered after for battles with equipped. Luminars are meant for all characters at the same time. You can activate it with characters. Okay. Available Luminars can be seen here. You can activate or deactivate Luminars freely at any time outside of battle. Luminars activated by current. The equipped Pictos can't be deactivated. So much to learn. The amount of available Lumina points is shown here. Each Lumina costs a specific amount of points to activate. The more points the character has, the more Lumina they can activate at the same time. Each character gains 1 Lumina point per level and can be found by exploring. Filtering and sorting Lumina will make it easier to find the right ones. Okay. Okay, so these are basically the ability to upgrade your Pictos. For instance. Okay, so for him, right? Like, you would want to... No? Wait, how do I... This is to deactivate Lumina? Add to favorites. So, can I... So what do I do with the points? Oh, we can edit the Pictos. Okay, that's how you do that. Okay, so like, let's say go back to him. Dodger. Edit Pictos. So that, I guess I just don't have enough Pictos to do it. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go. I know I was getting away from you, flying little bastard. Ah, come on.
Watch out.
God, dude. Okay. What? I dodged that one. We gotta rest somehow. Find a way to get some more Chroma Elixir. Nope. Just not good effects. No, I'm not good enough. To be honest, I'm just not that good. So like a lot of what we need to do here. The hell?
An advantage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah. That's a bitch.
Get ready.
Damn it. Okay, so it's as they put the hand down. Both leveled up, which is good. I need to level up their health and her dodge. Whatever that is to like help her dodge. I need her to dodge. I need her to be able to dodge more. It's the music, man. The music makes this game very suspenseful and creepy. All right, another cutscene.
A hut.
Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet.
Wait, can I go and save first? Rest. Always go to the save marker chat. Let's upgrade. All right, so for him, health pool damage dealt. This is income damage. All right, we need to be a little bit more tanky, guys. We need to be a little bit more tanky. Both of them. Because we're not. Yeah, we are not doing good in that department. They need skill. She has one more, so we can do either medium fire damage now. Single type ice damage or medium earth damage. Do we want to hold up? Do we want to hold out some more? Or do we want to make her stronger? What is this? What is this? Because we have a check. Let's do some medium earth damage. Let's get some tough going. Okay. There we go. And we got 2 chroma elixirs. Yay, because we're probably gonna need that. So let's see what the controls are running around again. Settings, controls. What is toggle? Oh, okay. So you can really toggle it so like you're only walking. I've never seen a game do that before. And cutscene. They do a fair amount of cutscenes. This is the first like hour and a half.
Look, there's a door inside.
Stop getting so excited. He is giving me Star-Lord and Endgame.
Seems empty.
Or
Let's go.
Infinity War, whichever one it is. That girl's pissing me the hell off.
Someone lives here.
Welcome to our first dungeon. The hell? I might need to play some music very, very softly because it's freaking me the hell out. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Where are we? This is...
This guy. Come on, dude. Okay, so they also have rests. Here. Just so we have. Okay, so we can go to whatever now. Okay, that doesn't open. This is interesting. those work? It's like Mario. It's a big grand old house though. Okay, none of the doors open. Oh, this is gonna be creepy. This is not the Mayo you think it is, buddy.
Mael?
Nope. She dead.
Gustav?
I don't think it's her, dude.
Are you real?
Alexa, turn on lights. He's happy. I still think this is the con, bro. I don't think this is her, dog. I think something's wrong.
Well, you sure smell real enough.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I thought that you... On the beach, I saw you and I couldn't,
I feel like there's a weird time dilation in this damn game.
I should have, I should have come for you, and
It's okay. It's okay.
I was worried.
Made it.
How did you end up here?
I don't know. It's all a blur. I remember everyone at the beach. Then I woke up here. With
That's scary as shit.
him. He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictos.
What is he?
I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk.
The chroma around him. It's quite different from the Nevrons.
I guess we should follow him. That's it. Okay, so now, okay, I guess that is Mayo. I guess I was wrong. So okay, that is the one thing about this game that I'm not really 100% a fan of. They don't give you instructions. Oh, buddy, went this
How
way.
did you find me?
There was a message at the indigo tree.
Do you know who left it?
A message? Maybe. No. I don't know.
So where'd it go now? Dude, they give you like no markers, nothing, like not instructions. Hey, Mael's here. That's it. Great game, but other than like that's the one thing that's like okay. So we just run around opening doors. Okay, he's down here now. It's creepy as shit. You gotta battle him or something. That's okay.
Again. All right, all right. But this time I have backup.
All right. Attacks and mouse with the jump player must be jumped. What does that mean? Attacks with the jump player must be jumped. Okay. After jump, you can trigger. Okay. Interesting. Let's try the hole in his face. Oh, that wasn't it. His hand. Oh. Try the. Can't do that one. So let's do Essence. Slow. Melee stances. Melee skills changes based on your battle stance. So defensive stance takes less damage and gains more people per battle dodge. Offensive stance does more damage, takes increased damage. Virtuoso stance does a lot more damage. Switching up to your stance also provides more. Okay. Let's switch back. Let's say. Okay, so these are just switching to whatever stance you guys. So I guess we have to go offensive. Does no single target. Defenseless is a debuff that increases by 25% the damage received by the character.
Parry it!
Oh, dude. Okay.
A storm is coming.
So now we got an offensive stance. Spark, an offensive stance spark has additional effects and applies when burn stacks to targets, increasing the burn that it receives. Also, after casting spark, I always switch to defensive stance. Use spark to benefit from the offensive stance. Okay, so we gotta use spark. Oh, that was fast. Bro, the timing on some of these things is whack.
Chroma is flowing.
Place on me.
Okay. Alright, not bad. Can't dodge though.
That was fun, but you could come with us if you. If that's a yes.
Okay. So I guess we're free to leave. He might join us at the camp. I'm so confused by this guy. This game is so weird. So fun, so weird. The edges, the hairs on my neck are literally standing up right now. Because I don't know what's going to happen. It's making me antsy, which is cool.
We should go to the manor and maybe learn something.
Yeah, or we could get back to the indigo tree.
Neko's usually here. I wonder where.
How long has it been that checking out Neko's room? What the hell is this guy?
Is that a Chestrel?
Stop that, you big hairy brush face. Can't you see they're here?
That's funny.
Neko's a bit dramatic, but if you're nice, Neko will trade you lots of useful items for Chroma.
Super frustrating. Oh, yes.
So the tales are true. Perhaps the Grandis and the Esquier exist too. Are there more Gestrels like you? I'd love to meet them.
Oko, you silly scruff. Their village is not far from here.
Oh, really?
Lune.
I know. Don't have time for detours.
I mean, you have all the time in the world. Well,
Yeah,
not all the
we
time.
need
but
to
still.
get to the paintress.
There's another sea between here and the paintress.
Noko, as the best gestural merchant ever, I bet you know a solution, yeah? Come on, you broomhead. I know you know.
His hair is great though.
Well, I guess you'll get to meet more Gestrels.
Gushing rich and shiny Kosura offering grand powerful artifacts exchange for Chroma. However, the most powerful items reserved only for the Midas Warriors. Alright. Let's see. Fight the witch to unlock this item in the shop. Let's fight. Let's see. Let's try to stop that. Okay. Dude, what the hell? Alright, that's crazy.
Take him down.
Okay. Sorry, it's hard to tell exactly what they're gonna do at the same time. That's the hard part. Damn. Alright. Oh, he hits two? What the hell? He throws you curveballs every time you fight. They throw you curveballs. He's gonna do something different this time again. Okay, see, now I don't know what he's gonna do. He's made of wood, so I don't think this is gonna do anything, but we can try.
I guess we can do.
Oh, nice. That hurt. They made that easy so we can get stuff. That's crazy. Great, let's see what you got. Exposing attack. Base attack applies defenseless for one turn. We have a bunch of chroma, so we're gonna buy. We're also gonna buy that. Oh, he has multiple. What are aluminum? Okay, what are aluminum beams good for? That's the one thing I need to like remember. Stances. Okay, each character can earn luminas associated with each Pictos. So this can be equipped in Luminum and use Lumina points to contribute their effects without equipping the corresponding Pictos. What are Pictos? Pictos can be equipped to increase character stats. Higher level Pictos grant better stats. They also provide passive effects called Lumina. Where's the camp? Let's see. So we don't have any attribute upgrades. Oh, she has 15 points available. Oh, that's cool. So they give you basically the same as like what they got over time, which is cool. So that's nice. She's not starting from zero. I wonder what do we want her to be? She's versatile. She has the ability to attack pretty strongly and defend pretty strongly. So we'll do this and then we'll probably end for today. Can she also learn any skills right now? She has 3 skill points available. Okay. That's a good follow-up. So if I hit somebody with marked from Gustav, and then hit with a PSI, it'll do additional damage. But she has that one. That's already there. So the only options we have is dégagement. There's a low single fire, or swift stride, which does low single physical. Rating 0 to 8. Let's try swift stride. Let's do just swift stride for 1. She has 3 available, so we can also have this one. Guard up. And yep, let me do that one there. Yep, I'm cool with that. But I do want to see weapons. Damn. All right, yeah, her joint is stronger, but we should be able to use. Can we edit this one? Can't edit it. Okay, I thought we might be able to edit it. Yeah, she has Mayelum, which is stronger than his. Ready. To be honest, so. Okay. We have empowering attack now. Okay, and he has that. His empowering attack. Let's give that to Mayo because she needs something. Okay. I don't know how to upgrade though. That's the problem. Is I don't know how to upgrade. Edit Pictos. I have 0 6 lumens, but it says available lumina points is 6. How do you apply lumina points then? Can I only do it here? Because you did the abilities. But do I have to do it at camp? I'm not sure yet. Ah. Ooh, that makes her a super tank. Also, it also affects her attack power too, just a little bit. Okay, so so I didn't realize this, but the stats also affect other stats. Got it. So defense also increases critical rate. Agility also improves defense. Attack power is just attack power is only does it by itself. Okay. So let's do +8 defense, +6 defense. Try this one. +6, +5 health, because also that helps with attack power just a little bit. +4 attack, and I didn't do anything. +4 agility. If I do +4 agility here, 13%, 238. 4 agility, 247. 253. Good. Let's do defense 5. Yeah. So I think that's good. She's a well-rounded. She's well-rounded. So I think this is like a decent enough thing for her. All right, but the thing I still don't understand though is how does Pictos work? Right. So like, let's say we have the weapon. I can change it to this one, which is the worst weapon. That's all I can do. Right? This weapon. That's this Pictos. Can we edit the Pictos? Necessary to replace it. I'm still learning. Skill tree. Some of the mechanics are still a little nebulous to me, right? Because it says so Pictos can be creased, but Lumina, oh, there they go. But each character can learn Lumina associated with each Pictos. Lumina's can be equipped in the Lumina menu using Lumina points and can trigger their effects. So where's the Lumina menu? Is my question. That's the journal. We found one. Inventory. Okay, contents. Okay, so I guess I have to go to camp per se, but it's not this. It's not a rest point. So it looks like it's camp and not a rest point, which means I need to be out in the wilds, which is an interesting tactic. Is there anything else I want to use? We have exposing attack, which is fine. Do I want more chroma catalysts? I think we're okay. Okay. There's no coast hut. Do we go this way? Because we came in that way, so it's this way.
We can use that.
No problem. So I guess we go this way.
These dead Nevrons. Who could have done this?
Guess.
So you didn't just stay in your mansion.
Shorty was out here battling. Good stuff.
Interesting.
Okay, so we got a bunch of chroma catalysts. The hell is going on here? The hell is that? The rascal.
Guess we found 68's boat.
There's a path through the boat.
That anchor doesn't look man-made.
All right, chat. We're gonna do one more fight. So you're gonna have to fight me, dog. All right. I don't. So the problem is you never know. Like they keep introducing new things.
Don't die.
Of course not. Ooh. Alright, with him I can dodge, baby.
Ready to evade.
Alright. Better in a second. Jesus. Alright, let's try. Actually, let's see. Do we have to pick those? Let's try this one.
Ah, this is weak.
Let's just dance this now. Let's do.
Let us stain them.
Gustav, don't die.
Girl. Okay. First one is harder to dodge. See if we can parry. Ooh, parry. Definitely parried on that one. I think it's the best way to do it.
Let's dance.
Damn it. Why can't I can't dodge the first one. I can always dodge the second one.
Finesse and grace.
Chroma is flowing.
Man, it's kind of hard to kill these guys. Damn it. I didn't hit the second one.
Let's spill some ink.
Let the ink flow.
Ooh, we got a sword. Let's go. Okay, so he has a new Lumina. Nice. All right, chat. I think that's a good place for us to pause on that one. So she's the only one that can use it? Ah, because it's a specific kind of lance. That's a nice sword, though. It's kind of cool. But W stream. See, and today I thought I wasn't going to stream today. I didn't think I was going to stream today. So, and I'm glad I decided to do it. I'm glad I decided to do it. But that is all for today. Your boy is tired. And I need to go actually get some sleep for once. So cool, calm 3 hours. Tomorrow, no stream. I got to do a bunch of stuff, including return some camera equipment. Actually, when I want to do that, can I hold out till the weekend? I gotta check when they're open. Because I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about it. It's late. We'll see. Because I want to take a piece of camera equipment back, but I also do want to talk about it on stream. Because I think it's a pretty interesting like lens that I got giveaway. We'll figure it out. So either way, W's in chat. Have a good night, and we'll definitely talk on Thursday. So peace out.